Hello everyone, welcome back to Center Stand Mechanics. My name is Kyle, and today it's kind of a unexpected thing. I kind of made a purchase. Had a deal too good to I couldn't refuse. I didn't plan on doing this, but it just kind of came up, and a friend of mine at work got called by a guy. My friend at work hauls junk and stuff on the side and helps people out, things like that. And this guy called him up and said, I gotta get this bike out of my parking garage. I got 3 days, and just come and get it. And so he gave him papers and keys, and as far as the guy says, it just needs a battery. And well, he said it needed tires, which they don't look that bad to me, but I'll have a closer look. And he said the fork seals are gone in it, and come take it away for free. He just said come get it. And so I told my buddy, I said, yeah, go check it out, bring it by and I'll have a look. At the time I was like, I don't really need to get involved in another bike and stuff, but you know, if it's cheap enough, you know, it's kind of hard to pass up. So, you know, I'll bring it by, you know, and I'll, you know, come up with a price. I'll pay for your time for go getting it and everything. And so anyways, comes by, I was like, yeah. Start untying it off the trailer. I'm like, yep, I'll take it. It's so cool. So it's what it is a 91 Yamaha Venture Royale, a 1300, which I've never owned one of these bikes. This is actually probably one of the biggest bikes I've probably ever ridden. If I get to ride it, that is. I have no idea what's going on with it, other than the guy says that it ran 2 years ago, and at that point he did clean the carbs and everything, and you know, had a mechanic do that and stuff, and then it's just basically been sitting. The guy also, well, from my friend, he said that the guy owned it for 14 years and rode it quite a bit and stuff, put a lot of miles, like 60,000 kilometers on it, and but hasn't ridden it in the last couple of years. So we'll see. It's a bit of a mystery. So I only paid $400 for this thing, and just you know, pay, because my buddy had to rent a trailer because it's too heavy to get onto his truck. You know, it's from what they were saying, it's like 1,000 pounds. I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about these bikes. I've never worked on one. If you're looking for really good advice on these bikes, I'm sort of figuring it out as I go with this one. They're pretty complex, these bikes, so hopefully I can put a battery in it, you know, check the oil and all that kind of stuff, and maybe put some fresh gas in it. Hopefully it starts. If it flashes up, it won't run. It might need a carb clean. Beyond that, we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I definitely want a touring bike for next year. I like going on long tours and stuff. I have the V-Strom for that, but you know, if this thing works out, it might be, you know, a pretty nice bike to cruise around on. But yeah, anyways, I gotta show you this. This might be the next new big thing around here. Yeah, without further ado, let's go have a look. Well, here it is. It's black with like looks like might be like a really dark gray two-tone paint job. It looks to me like it was garage kept. Like I say, I don't know anything about this bike, just that it's big and bad and beautiful. And it seems to be 100% complete. I have this cover off because I was checking out the battery, so this just pops off. There's one screw here that holds it on. It just tucks in up here, and then this is where the battery is supposed to go. I'm not sure which one is positive because each side, I'm pretty sure this one's negative, this is positive, but I'm gonna test continuity just to be sure, because I don't want to hook it up wrong. Yeah, I'll check the fuel tank and stuff, but yeah, get a load of this. Apparently this piece of tape on here there's a light, something to do with the battery. It's not the correct one and it makes this light go out. I don't know what that's all about, but they just put tape over it. So we'll see about that. And the thing's got a CB and a little tape deck. So cool. I don't even know if the stereo works or anything. Apparently here's some controls here. I don't even know how many kilometers is on it or miles or whatnot. I haven't even looked in any of these trunks yet, so we'll be checking that out together. This thing's crazy looking. The seat looks super comfortable and nice. Everything's really dusty. Like it's been sitting in a parking garage, so which is good. It's been undercover. It looks like it's actually been garage kept all its life. You know, seeing it in person, I don't see a whole lot of corrosion and stuff. And, you know, from sitting out in the cold air. So, yeah, it's a big girl. A little bit of surface rust from sitting. So yeah, with any luck, I'll stick a battery in it, check the fuel, check the oil. I don't even know where the dipstick is on this thing. It's got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, don't mind the noise next door, guys. They're building a whole bunch of stuff next door, so it's a little noisy. I don't have any control over that. And this bike's not going to fit in my shop. Pretty sure it won't get through the door there. So this one, I have a buddy though that has a garage. I might be able to keep it there for the winter. So I was talking to him today about that. He's got another cruiser bike that he keeps in there, so I might be able to park it beside his. It's got these like crazy egg things. I don't even know what these are. Cup holder or something. Got one over here, two little pouches. Looks like there's supposed to be one here, but it's missing. There's the oil, guys. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Not sure where the dipstick is on this thing yet. Like I said, I'm going in blind. Let's check the radiator. Never open hot. Okay, well. Oh, pardon my language. It's full. It's right full. That's good. Right, well, let's get a battery and some stuff. We'll check the fuel. I got my my bore scope. I'm just gonna quickly look down in the tank. I want to see how rusty it is, or if, hopefully it's not rusty at all. And yeah, I gotta figure out where the oil thing is. There's probably guys like, it's right there, it's right there. I'm like, I just haven't had any time with this. But literally, your guy came in late last night around, it's just before dark, around 9 o'clock, 9:30. Rolled it off the trailer and I just brought it in here. So this is the next day, next morning. I'm just really kind of looking at it in the daylight for the first time. So yeah, pretty excited. So I'm just guessing, but it's got this little pull tab here. It looks like this little panel comes off. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Let's see if. Oh yeah, there's the oil right there. There. That pops off. Okay, so the oil, there's like looks like a dipstick down in here. It's behind this cover. I'm gonna get a screwdriver, just take this little cover off. see if I can't get my hand in here to undo the dipstick. Yeah, sorry about all the banging. It's a big subdivision going in right behind us here. And there's going to be a 10-plex right across my back fence here in the next year or so. Or actually, they're digging the foundation right now, so it won't be long. They put these houses in pretty quick nowadays. All right. I don't think this is going to show me much. There's got to be a sight glass somewhere. This looks like it's just a cap. There's got to be a sight glass. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so we just got a cap here. All right. I gotta get down on my knees. Where's the sight glass? Okay, so I found the sight glass. It's way underneath here. So same side as this cover that I just popped off, but way under here, and it looks like the oil's good. So I'll just tighten up that filter cap. Started. Okay, so let's move on to fuel tank. I just want to peer down inside there and see. Hopefully it's not too rusty. So this bike came with one key. As far as I know, there's one key. I haven't looked at any of the compartments, so might find another one. That'd be cool. This is a little bit stiff. I think I'll oil that up. All right. First, I'm gonna get a flashlight. Okay, so I do see a little bit of surface rust just right when you look straight in here. It's not bad though. It's like, it's very, looks like I can just rub it off with my finger. It's not that bad, but this is why you want to keep these bikes full when you store them over the winter, because the rust has a hard time getting any oxygen when it's full, and the sides of the tank can't condensate like it does when it's empty. It'll condensate and then moisture will form. So you want to keep these things full. It'll slow that down anyways. Alright, let's get our, so I got this little borescope here. Let's see if we can get a better look inside here, or maybe call it an endoscope. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so there's that little bit of rust right there. I'm just going to turn down the light a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn this. Okay, it doesn't look like there's much fuel in it. just see a lot of surface rust. There's hardly any fuel in it. That could be part of the problem. I don't think this was stored with any fuel. Yeah. See the rust? It's not bad, but there's definitely some rust there. So you might need a fuel filter change. But I've seen way worse. Like, it's not all scaly and flaky, so that's probably the worst spot right there. Let's see if I can get further in. The bottom of the tank doesn't look too bad. Bottom of the tank doesn't look too bad at all. Yeah, everything else looks pretty good. But it does look empty. Alright. Well, tank's a little bit rusty, but not too bad. The further down I look, it starts to look a lot better. So most of that rust is near the top, which makes sense. Okay, so next I just got my multimeter here. I want to check. I never took the battery out of this. It was already out, and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure. I think this is negative, but I just want to make sure before I hook it up. So I'm just gonna check for continuity. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. You hear that beep? Yeah, so we got, I'm pretty sure that's negative. So I'm just touching the negative terminal, well, what I believe to be the negative terminal, and they're just hitting the frame. They're both cables are black, so that's why I'm a little bit. So I'm just going to test to make sure it doesn't beep on here. Oh. Here again, so back to the negative. Yeah. And then this one. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so this one here is negative. This one here is positive. That's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure before I hooked it up wrong, because that would be bad. Okay, so this battery isn't for this bike. It's a battery I had in an electric start generator, a fairly large one, and I've been using it for various things around the shop. And see if we can get this to fit. Yeah, see, it slides in there all right. Let's see if this will reach. That's what I was kind of worried about. It's a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I don't know. Make that a bit longer. I can barely. Positive will go on, no problem. How do I? just barely get it on there. Okay, I'm gonna clean that off first. Just giving this a little clean up. So I should probably hook up the negative last, so we'll go over to the positive here. I don't think we'll have any problem here, but I'll just clean this off. I wanted to hook the battery up first before I put fuel in it, just because I suspect there's going to be a spark or two when I do this. So I thought, why not get this hooked up first before it starts spilling fuel everywhere. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so this should just go on here. Like so. Make sure, yeah, that's positive. Positively positive. And then this one, I'll just clean the top off too. Hopefully I'll get the cover on here, and I mean, I'll get the proper battery for it, but I just want to see if it'll start. So this one's a bit of a stretch. I gotta really stretch her out. Oh yeah. Let's see now. This might be a spark when I. Nope. Oh, that's good. So usually, if you first hook up a battery and you see a little spark, that means something's drawing power, and you want to kind of check that out. Nothing's on, key's not on, so that's good. I'm gonna pull this, just barely fit this on here. There we go. Okay. So I think this is like a fuse panel in here. Okay. You got fuses and stuff. They don't look broken. They don't look broken. That's good. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put some gas in it. I'm not gonna fill it right up. I'm gonna try to get enough from there. But, well, we'll put about 4 liters or so in there. 4 or 5 liters. Let's see what we got in there now. See, I spilt a little bit of fuel with that, and I thought hooking up the battery there could possibly be a spark, so I thought Let's hook the battery up first and then put fuel in it just to reduce the amount of risk of fire or anything like that. Trust me, I've had gas light up in my face before, so it's no fun. I'm going to spray a little bit of oil in here just to kind of give this a little bit of a helping hand. I'm just gonna, this thing's been sitting a bit. Yeah, that's better. Spray some right down in there. Feels a lot better now. Okay. Well, should we turn the key on, see what happens? Nothing happens. What? That's weird. Okay. Okay. Nothing happens here. What am I missing here? Is this the main fuse? Okay. What do we got? Huh. Am I missing something? Oh, I gotta look into this. Nothing's coming on here. The battery can't be dead. Okay, volts DC. Let's see what we got here. Well, it says we got power. Just gotta do some quick troubleshooting here. So there's nothing going into the main. This to me looks like a main fuse right here. Might be blown here. Yeah, so there's power on that side. And nothing on that side. Okay, so I think that's might be the problem. Is this main fuse? Is this like a fuse? It looks like a fuse here. I wish I knew more to be certain, but I think this fuse is blown. So how do we get this off here? Okay, there we go. Okay, so nothing there, nothing on that side, but yeah, okay. Pretty sure there's something blown here, but I gotta figure out how to get it apart. Yeah, so this main fuse is blown. Okay. So how many amps is that? What are they calling that? Doesn't say how many amps that is, but I think if I'm gonna rig up a different fuse block because I don't have one of these. I'll keep this for when I do, but for now I just need like a blade end for here and a female end for there, and I should be able to make that work. Alright, I'm gonna rig that up. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. I've got a 30 amp fuse in here, and I used the old the original connection for here, and then I just put a blade connector here, and then I put 2 eyelets here. There's an eyelet on this one already, and I just bolted it back to the board and just taped it up. It's not permanent. This is just a temporary thing to see if I can get this thing running. So I'll plug this back in here. Okay, so now this should connect everything. The key's not on, but I just want to make sure there's no spark here because it blew for a reason, right? So let's see if we get a spark. Nope. Okay. Let's turn it on and see what happens. I'm gonna feel how hot this gets, and hopefully we don't have a problem. There's a fuel pump. Just turn the fuel pump on a few times. See if I can get the pressure up. I hope you guys can hear the fuel pump. So I got neutral light. Yeah, well, fuel pump is making pressure. That's promising. Okay, yeah, fuel pump's pressured up now. I just want to make sure there's no leaks. I'm just gonna kind of look under here. Actually, I could probably see better on the other side here. You turn the key on and it cycles the fuel pump on for about 5 seconds, and then you do that a few times until the carbs are full, which I just did. And if the fuel's going to leak out, it's after you've pressurized that up, and I don't see anything leaking on the ground, so that's a good sign. It's a good sign that the fuel pump came on, and I would expect it to be empty and then have to cycle through a few times, so that's normal. So that's all checking out, guys. I'm happy about that. I don't know why that main fuse burst though. Okay, well, should we try it? Okay, so here's the choke. So we'll go full choke. I'll turn it on. It's in neutral. I'm gonna pull the clutch in. Give it a couple of whacks. I don't know if it's got an accelerator pump, but no way. No way. Are you shitting me? Haha. That's funny. It runs good too. Yeah. I'll let it warm up a bit and we'll see if it runs without the choke. And I just want to see how much smoke's coming out the back. Nothing. It's not even smoky, guys. No way. low beam, high beam, low beam. Might be able to see the reflection. Yeah, you can see the reflection on the other bike there. We got light. Cool. Alright, let's we got a horn. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the choke off. Yeah, it's running without the choke, so that's a really good sign. Revs up, so I don't think the carbs are too dirty. Well, we got the light adjust up and down, up and down. Right, so we got voltmeter, so it's charging. Temperature is still cold. Just started it. Okay, so it runs. That's pretty cool. One of the things I noticed when I was messing around with this back brake feels really soft, and I'm going to check the fluid. Here's the reservoir right here. So I'm gonna, there's probably air in the system somehow, I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna top it up with fluid and then maybe see if I can't bleed some of this air out and get this to harden up. That's the plan anyways. We'll start there. Just want to see what's going on here. So it looks like, again, I don't know, I've never looked on, but it looks like this is like a place you can fill the brake fluid here. And I don't, oh, I can see it, the level's quite, it's actually full. So, okay, so I'm gonna find the bleeder and see if I can get some of the air out, or if there's air or what. Okay. I don't see any air coming out of here. There's some kind of, I think what's going on with this bleeder is when you pull on or push on the back brake, it also activates the front, and there's not sure what it's called, but it's got to be a, I don't know, like an equalizer valve that feeds pressure to the front, and then you bleed it through here. Okay. So now I got a piece of tube on there. Try not to make a mess. Yeah, there's a bunch of air in there. Yeah. See, it's all foamed up. Now the pedals start to come up. Oops. See how that's all foamed up? That's weird, eh? Okay, it's getting a little more solid now. Here we go. Hopefully you guys can see that on here. So now it feels a little better. I'm gonna keep going here though. I'm just gonna check the level. It's full now. Yeah, it's feeling a lot better now. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, I kind of made up a little funnel with some fuel line to some other fuel line just to get it small enough to go in this hole, so I can get it in there and fill it up. There, it's full. It's not really a very good way of doing that. Okay. Well, it's a little messy, and might come up with a better way yet, but it's topped up anyways. So that's good. So the level's right at the top there, so I'm just gonna dab this in here and try to pull a little bit out so I can get the cap on. There we go. Maybe one more time. See if I can just soak up enough to get it. Yeah. It's right at the top. Don't want to, you know, put the cap in and then have it pressurized or something weird. Or, you know, I don't know. Okay, I'll put the cap back on. Nice and tight. Oh yeah, if I just spin the wheel by hand, it stops. So pretty confident that the back brake is working now. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I want to clean this main fuse up a little bit. I'm going to put some better ends on here and try to make this a little bit better. And then I'll be able to close this up. I'll put this all back together, get this lid on, and then yeah, I'll give it a wash and might have to try it out soon. What do you think? So there's it's got this valve stem that's got two 12mm nuts back to back, and the end of my thing won't fit on because there's too many nuts on there. So I'm gonna back one off and try to see if I can get onto it. The front tire was down, but it only had about 16 pounds or psi in it, so I got it up to 30. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this one's 16 as well. There we go. So I'll put this nut back on. There, so I'm at 32. I'll check the proper amount, but I didn't want to go over, but I wanted to add some. It's got to be close to that. Might even be a bit more, but better than 16. Well, it's the next day now, and I actually put this bike on the road. I got a plate on there, and I went for a couple rides yesterday. It actually works pretty good. A couple things. I think definitely got a leaky fork seal here. I'm going to try to, you know, get in there with a little piece of plastic, see if I can't clean that out a bit. Probably gonna have to change it, well, most likely, but I thought maybe it'll buy me a little time until those get in. Everything is always like 2 weeks out, and I order parts here, so plus I gotta get all this off. It's a major scene, I think, and so that's not too bad. This thing here, this unit, is what controls the air suspension, air ride or whatever, and it's a little glitchy, like there's loose connections or something in here, and it throws up a couple air codes, and then you wiggle some stuff around and it seems to work again. I've had to air everything up, but I think because of that fork seal, I'm losing air pressure, at least in the front. But other than that, it's pretty good. It runs pretty good. So what I think happened, I mean, I don't know, but I think the guy put the battery in it or whatever, blew the main fuse for whatever reason, and then that was it. He took the battery out, and I couldn't figure it out. Just got fed up with it. This battery, here, I'll show you. I've got the battery on charge here, and it's been taking a charge all night long, and it's still not fully charged. You know, and if you take your, you know, it's holding a charge. I mean, this isn't a really good test of the capacity of it, but I mean, it's holding a charge anyways. And I don't know, there's better battery tests than that. I just wanted to show you that there is some juice in there, so it's not dead. So what I think I might do is put it back in and see if it'll start this big engine up. I mean, if it can do that, it's probably not too bad. It's a pretty big engine, so and it'll fit a lot better in there. I won't have to pull that negative cable so tight. I don't really like that. It's not good. So but I'm gonna charge that for a bit, so that's gonna be on there charging for a bit longer. And then yeah, and I put a little bit of wax on here, just playing around with it. I mean, what else is it? Oh, there's this highway peg I gotta tighten up. It's a little bit loose, but that's no big deal. And the key fits all the locks. I tested this key, and it fits all these locks, right? But it's only the one, like I only have the one key, so I'm gonna have to make sure I cut this one, because if I lose it, that'll be a shame, because it fits everything so well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, tape deck works. It's a little scratchy, but there's an Eric Clapton tape in there. That's kind of cool. I've been riding around and listening to Eric Clapton. Yeah, we got Eric Clapton, so that stays with the bike. And you even found, I'm gonna open it up, there's a little cover in the side bag that goes over, I guess, to keep the rain out. You know, if you park somewhere, you don't want rain getting down inside the tape deck. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, I haven't figured out why this light, so when it's running, there's a little red light in behind here. Maybe somebody knows what that's about. I'm gonna have to research that one and find out what it means, and how to get rid of it, because it's a warning light. Yeah, it says warning, but what are you trying to warn me of? That's what I want to know. Could just mean should check the owner's manual. It'll probably tell me. So read the instruction, guys. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you for watching, and soon I'm sure there'll be more videos on this bike, especially when I go to do the forks and a few things that I got to do to it. All right, we'll see you again real soon. Center Stand Mechanics out.